Fielded in the end zone, it's long. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run the RPO and pull it right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The give to the tailback. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. UCLA will go back to work on offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Really nice throw there. I'll tell you, UCLA, they've got an impressive history book of quarterbacks, going all the way back to Rick Neuheisel. Troy Aikman is a name people will recognize. Cade McNown back in my day. And then recently, DTR was called in that defense.
Touchdown, Bruins! A great catch and run for 6.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Coming out with it, it's long. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Quarterback making checks. And they cannot keep the pressure off the quarterback, and that is a costly sack for this offense.
Talking to coaches before the game, they wanted to start fast. This offense, man, not only have you not put it together, the defense hasn't either. This game has gotten away from them early. They need to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And listen, there's different degrees of open, but in college football, that's open. When your receiver has a step on the guy, man, those are the ones you feel like you should complete most of the time, and he just overthrew that one.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Georgia sends out the punt team. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Right on the money. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. From the gun, looking for a man. Fires left. Makes the grab. Pulled down for the tackle.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him. Put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Oh, they're after him. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the...
Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is headed to the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
He'll bring it out. It's long. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. Push out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A big pickup on that run. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. He's up to 51 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Stopped after making the catch. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Wants to throw. It's Jimenez. Floating away. Trying to... Oh, he's got some space. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. And the Bulldogs line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
And that's the hardest part about playing a mobile quarterback. It's not the first play. The first play was a pass. It's the second play where he decides to pull it down, Jesse, becomes a running back, and makes something happen.
You're right, David. That's why so many coaching staffs now are trying to recruit dual-threat athletes at quarterback because of situations just like that. Down in the red zone, nobody open. You're not just going to throw it away and be okay kicking a field goal. You're taking off, and you're going to capitalize with a touchdown.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Wide open downfield. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Quickly to the tight end. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Gonna look downfield again. It's complete. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on third down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. A 51-yard field goal is not really unreasonable in terms of range, but they'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He wants to take the top off. Looking to get it in. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football in the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's...
Touchdown, Bruins! Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium and the Aflac Kickoff Classic, and we are excited to get this college football season underway. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see, the runner-up from last year's national championship, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Bulldogs' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense in an empty set. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab at the 30. Turns it on down the left side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, UCLA. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
The dream start for this offense. You get the ball at 25, and you go 75 yards, play one. Everybody excited, everybody confident, everybody jacked up. That's the way you start a football game.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Use the play fake, now to throw. With the catch, it's Gibbs. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. To the air, it's Jimenez. Pressure coming. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Man, he was back there and in the quarterback's face before the Bruin faithful could finish an 8-flat.
I mean, just getting off the ball so quick, penetrating. When you got defensive linemen that can get upfield, rush the quarterback, every Bruins fan will be jacked up.
And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Offense in a bunch formation.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of... Picked off! A turnover in their own end. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Georgia! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
How about a game-changing play for this defense, stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. They reached a national championship game last year, couldn't quite get the job done. What challenges do you see them running into this year beyond the schedule?
And that motivated them all offseason to be runner-ups, to watch somebody else celebrate and hold the trophy. You were so close, Jesse. New additions, new faces, but this squad is hungry.
That's the key. This coaching staff really took a deep dive into their roster, and they isolated the...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Bruin! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And this is why so many teams go play action. They try to freeze guys in the back end, work on their eye discipline, get them to bite a little bit. Nice job on the play fake. Nice job bombs away, putting air underneath it and making the big touchdown pass.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. On the run, fires downfield. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
To the air, it's Jimenez. Under fire. Firing to the right, complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He might want another play. On fourth down, going to the air. Gets it out quickly. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Makes the grab. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Dogs in a good spot here with second and short. He'll pull it down. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
There's so many of these read plays with quarterbacks because they're so smart and they're so athletic.
He lobs one high down the left side. He got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Dogs racing to the line in a hurry up. Trying to run it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to run it in from the 2 on third down? Touchdown, Bulldogs! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Extra point here will tie the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Buys a little extra time. Let's it fly. Pulls it in. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the first. Going for the big play. Reels it in down the left side. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. To the air on first down. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Right on target this time. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the tight end. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. Wonder if that's just nerves. Gotta settle himself down with it.
Moves around to clear up the big play. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with third down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. Absolutely center covered. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be
as a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you...
Touchdown, UCLA! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Rise man all by himself. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Dropping back, it's Jimenez. Snagged out of the air. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. He'll throw it. A little too much on that was just out of his reach.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
This time it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, you can afford to be a little bit late as a quarterback when you're throwing curl routes into zone coverage when you've got an arm like that. This dude's got a cannon.
And the Bulldogs really need to keep this drive alive on third down. The play action fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires deep toward the end zone.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
The Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. There's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And the Bruins are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Guy makes the catch. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And here comes the offense on second down.
Oh, my God. I got too happy.
Give on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. He's going for it all. Grabs it inside the 15. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
Oh, my God. I tipped it straight to him.
Big play from just outside the 5. Looking for the end zone. And he runs it yards long. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Got a man in the middle. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
Come on,
Absolute
bro.
strike right there, giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
They'll line up for a second down play. Might be calling a hot route. Trying play action. He'll take a deep shot here. And he'll move it in inside the 20. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They move to the 16. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Turning it on. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give from the gun. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. To the air, it's Jimenez. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. DB's right up on the receivers. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
While they're trying to attack the middle of the field, that time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense.
There he goes. Shoved out of bounds after a big game. They'll mark it at the +42.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
Yes.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Working that left side now. Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the 1st half, Jesse.
Vamos,
Man, Reese,
mano.
he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
And the Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He leaves it with his back. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he bounces in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together.
I can
get the
barely hear
touchdown,
you.
Add to this lead already. Everything right now, Paul,
Yes.
going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations.
That's
all
why
the
you
time,
quiet.
and they
I
put
just
it
got
to
here.
work here at the end of the 1st half.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that started second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. He's got his man. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Going to take a shot. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
This is a great play by the defensive back. And I think one of the hardest things to do as a DB is you're covering a receiver deep down the field, your back's to the play, and you've got to turn your shoulder, locate the football, and then swat it away. That DB did an outstanding job in coverage.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Turning and firing back to the right. That's risky. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Bruins will kick it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's long. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. And I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
It's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away, trying to put pressure on the opposing offense.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They'll run play action. Zings it complete to the right. Makes the stop at the 49, giving 5 yards on the play and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Lets it fly. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Takes the easy completion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The trickeration goes awry, and it'll be fourth down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They're in punt formation, but that's no guarantee they're actually going to punt it. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. To the air on first down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. And they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell.
Nice move. Create some space. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing. Right? Because you got that lead, they know you're going to run it. But you still got to be able to sprinkle in some plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They're dealing with a
What the fuck?
Just keeps slinging it.
Wow.
Trying to get
Yep,
off
I'll
that
be going.
defense.
Where you put that on Instagram?
Inside the 10. Touchdown, Bruins. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive in the third quarter, march down the field, and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
And he's going to bring this one out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at
Let's
the
see.
12-yard
Where's
line.
my Instagram?
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
They'll go back to work on offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the
Yep, I
22.
got off the phone with mine, so I don't have that problem no more today.
Aggressive on first down. They're in the red zone. They're like,
Literally
"We're
just
gonna
got
take
off.
the fight to you." Now setting up a second down and long, putting them in a great position to be successful.
A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the
Hey.
drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Here's a heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking
Yeah.
him at the 10. No matter the sport, he epitomized the UCLA mantra, be quick, don't hurry.
I mean, what a great job of being quick off the ball. Defensive lineman, you got to be quick.
Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Zone coverage there. They're taking away all the
Just Sephiroth do this. Now, only certain people would get that, but I do. That's funny. Now that's funny.
Passes on the day. He's proven he's trustworthy. Nice job by the defense, not getting fooled again. They've had a bad day, but that was a good play.
This quarterback is having a day, man, and right there he was looking for touchdown pass number 5.
Oh.
He has been dialing it up. He's been throwing strikes. We haven't seen him miss very much like he did just there, but what a game this dude is having.
So this is after, before,
And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown,
bruh, is this before or after the black material?
And he's not going to take the touchback.
Oh yeah, he definitely tweaking his hands. I know exactly where you went. He said he was tweaking. I'm like, wait, which part?
And Jets are ready to go back to work on offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's
Half
got to
he is.
really get his guys.
That was a deep scene, by the way.
Turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
I thought that was better than the original, me personally.
Screw it up, there, man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coach.
I like it. I like both of them.
Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble. It's first down from their own 22
You
yard.
never finished the original? Wow.
Working the middle. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Bulldogs come to the line.
I feel you, because That's how I started really. I was into RPGs a little, but that one made me turn into RPGs. I was like,
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job.
so you don't know the real Sid story. Okay. The real Sid was calling people bitches. I'm just gonna put that out there. He was calling cousin bitches out. But I knew they wasn't gonna do that with the remake, but
Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. Great place to start for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. Looking left. It's complete. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage total.
I feel you. Cause that shit did go hard too.
This one.
But I was sorry.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right.
That last Metal Gear Solid ending was so fucking long.
Looking to throw on
I didn't finish it. One of my good friends did it at my crib, and I can tell you that ending is at least 30 minutes long.
Not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game. And I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
He's brought down the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take
It might have been longer than 30 minutes, but remember that was his last game he was making for Konami, so he went off.
pocket breaking down. Knocked away, incomplete.
Yeah.
Get tight in the red zone.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense.
My boy's telling me to go ahead and get started with the.
Now you're in fourth and
Like,
nine.
that's a good
You've got
one.
to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Trying to keep this drive alive. Touchdown, UCLA. And the punishment has been extended.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing what
Everything gotta be like.
It's good with y'all
They gotta
boys,
be
man.
Heard you was a little struggle there, young.
Nah, bro, because bro, look, what pissed me off is, bro, look, we was playing earlier, right, bro? I was up by 21. Nigga want to try and get my 21 points back, fam. So then he agreed to give me the 21 points back and didn't give them back. So now I gotta beat his ass for not doing that. Fuck wrong with him, fam? Man, trash ass nigga, man.
Wait, so you got a 21, the game, and he didn't want to give it back?
No, bro.
What does that?
No, at first he didn't, right? And then he was like, then he was like, all right, I'll give it to you. So I started the game. This nigga ain't give him back. All right. Like Jordan said, we took that personal.
What's the score now?
Oh, God, you should have dropped that. 55-28. Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. That's to the apartments.
Beat his ass. Hate bitches like that. Like I want to, but it's you can agree with me with this one. Like I
Niggas
got
be
games,
buns,
it's
man.
like
Talking
I
to me,
got
man.
games I paid for, I ain't played. So it's like, fuck, which one I want to start with? And then another game comes, like, damn, I'm gonna put that too. You might start that one before the ones you already got paid and you ain't start yet. Like, so it gotta be a perfect storm for me to get into another game. See, you understand the struggle. that's how it was with Final Fantasy VII. With Final Fantasy Drop, I know what I was expecting. Well, I wasn't expecting what they did, but it's still good. But I was ready for that shit. Everything get put on hold on that one. Did you play any other Final Fantasies? If you ever fuck 11s, all three of them. If you ever want to go back, you gotta do 10.
Oh, this nigga. Hey, bro. Never is this nigga. Nah.
What are you doing? Vagabond. I would tell you, but I forgot his name. I don't fuck with him. What happened? He quit?
Nah, bro.
Is he a new nigga?
There's
That's a
no
new
way,
nigga,
bro.
Drake.